On this episode of Grassroots Garage, we have Sam's 1973 VW Kombi. This awesome bus is proper daily driven and has seen all of the east coast of New South Wales. These buses were designed to be driven and enjoyed, and that's exactly what Sam is doing. What an epic car.
Welcome to Grassroots Garage. I've got Sam and her beautiful Kombi. Sam, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Tell us about your car.
This is Sonny, my 1973 Kombi. I've had since 2011 and he's my daily driver. Wanted one since I was 8-ish. Yeah. Like the little yellow one on the dash I got, I think when I was 12 for Christmas, and it always had to be yellow, so It was the dream.
Yeah, so were the olds like in the Kombis? Is that where it sort of come from?
There was a green one that lived around the corner from us, and it came up for sale when I was about 15, so like close to getting my license. And, oh, Mum, I want it. No, they break down all the time, you know. I don't want to be fixing it all the time. Yeah.
And then
So then, years later, 2011 it was.
Yeah.
The girl that I work with, Leanne, she found this one on eBay.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, look, there's a yellow one. I'd looked at a couple. And I said, no, I don't think I'd be able to drive or park that with no windows in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, I'll go and look at it anyway. It was a bloke at Windsor selling it. So I drove out there and love at first sight.
Fell in love. Yes, that's mad.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Never looked back.
That's mad.
All the front trimming that was done when I bought it. It was
Yellow
originally...
submarine.
Yeah, Rob bought me that, actually.
Right.
It was originally blue. But the guy that I bought it from, so I don't know if you remember Rob's the yellow Gemini, was it?
Rob Knox, yeah.
Yeah. So Broadhurst.
Sorry, stop the video. Is that all you're going to say? Hell yeah, Pete remembers the yellow Gemini Berserk. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Broadhurst that did his car did this.
Oh, man.
And we didn't work that out until like 6 months after I bought this. As Dad brought it home, Robert said, it's really close to the colour of my Gemini, and it turned out it's the same guy, and it was the same paint.
No,
it's the same paint.
What a mad connection that is. So this was blank canvas when you got it?
Totally empty, yeah. There was nothing.
So there you got like the timber panelling.
Yeah, there's floorboards. I did that myself because I needed something to mount a table to, and because it was just metal, I can't screw into it because it's going to come out the other side of the car. So I put the timber up, made the table. The bed folds up to a lounge as well.
Very nice.
So
like run me through some of the, like I'm looking at posters and stuff. Everything's got a story,
so much stuff. Photos up there are from Splendour in the Grass at Byron. We've been up. I've driven this up 4 times.
That's
to Byron
mad.
And back.
And goes right on the trip.
Yeah, we had to push it in the servo once, about 5 k's from Splendour.
Yeah.
Went, we'll just put fuel in before we go in, and we just pulled a can of Start, you bastard, and got it going.
That's mad.
And it did, the last time I was up there, it did a coil. So I was supposed to leave on like the Tuesday, and the Monday I went, I'll take it for a drive before I go. And I broke down in Mullumbimby and got it towed to, I can't remember the name of the place in Byron, VW Specialist. So I got an extra day of my holiday. That was nice, it's meant to be.
Very nice, yeah. I mean, that's the bonus of these things is there's a little VW Specialist all over the place.
Yeah.
So what about all these posters on the roof?
All concerts that we've been to. The yellow Kombi one up there was from the Beach Hotel at Byron.
Where am I looking? Oh yeah, that's mad. Yeah, I know the one. Yeah. Beer coasters.
Yeah,
Sick.
there's a few from
Kombi first?
Old Bar, yeah. These are all Old Bar as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've been maybe 4 or 5 years. It's October long weekend. It's just massive Kombi festival.
That's mad.
Yeah. He shaved the latch. So there's now a pull chain with a keyring on the bottom of it to open it.
Looks
but
clean, but
it sits on the muffler.
Oh, no.
So when it's hot,
Do that again. Shut it for us and do it.
when it's hot,
A little bit of the sunny
you
side.
burn your hand.
Oh, yeah, right on the muffler.
Yeah, right, so it's right there on the pipe. So it's nice and hot when you break down. When you've been driving for a while.
Yeah.
Looks like a lawnmower.
Yeah. Flat 4.
I put new heads in it early on, more recently new carbies, but other than that it's just like been little things like fuel pumps and coils and maintenance really. My mechanic says swear words about twin carbies because
you're balancing.
they're very hard to get. One is usually a bit lean and the other is a bit rich, and when it's running rich it backfires and all the black smoke comes out. Sometimes it shoots flames.
Do you have a fire extinguisher?
I do. Behind my front seat. They do have like the blaze cut ones that you put in here and it just automatically goes off when it detects. So
Yeah, the dual cycle
that's
over
the
here.
car battery. So
Yeah.
that's to start and run it, and that one's the deep cycle.
Sick.
It's got wiring and stuff for a fridge and that, but I just haven't got the fridge yet.
Okay, yeah.
One day.
One day.
One day.
See, now you say it's dirty, but that's perfect, I think. Because it's driven. You know what I mean?
My brother-in-law calls it Victor.
Victor,
It's a lawnmower. But yeah, it's daily.
That's mad.
Drives every single day.
Yeah.
For a 46-year-old car, it's not bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I hit the carport.
Poor little thing. First time for everything. Do you sit up high, don't you?
Yeah.
Have the windows down.
You can see what everyone's doing.
Yes.
In their cars.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my favourite. This one here.
I was going to change it to Be Nice or Ad Hoc.
Yes. Yeah.
But I thought someone might keep my car if I posted that.
Yeah. Be Nice or Go Away is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So just right now, if you went, I'm sick of driving, I need a little nap, just
Fine. It's
park it up, got the curtains, have a nap. I love that. Actually drives really good, doesn't
It's
it?
not bad. Yeah.
The what? It's 2 litres, the motor?
A 1.8.
1.8.
Yeah.
Is that what it came out with factory?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go back to the very beginning.
Yep.
First got your license. Tell us about your first car.
My first car was a 1990 Ford Laser. It was blue. I didn't service it in the whole time I owned it. It was just like 4 years. And in the end, we had it was like blow by with a bit of garden hose and like an empty 1 litre oil bottle.
Yeah.
And it had someone had written, one of my mates, BMW on the back of it in permanent marker. And I sold it for like $1,000 or something. And then the people that bought it ran into my dad somewhere a couple of weeks later and said oh yeah, we bought the car from you, and he's shit himself because what happened, it blew up, and no, my missus wrote it off.
Oh,
thank God.
Yeah.
It's good outcome.
At least you didn't blow the engine up.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was not in good shape.
And what'd you get into next?
After that growing up as kids, we always had station wagons. So my mum had a VW station wagon for 10 years with no reverse gear, and so we always had to get double car parks, and and we had wagon after wagon after wagon. So I always kind of had a thing for wagons, and so my next car was a Magna station wagon, which the seats were folded down, mattress in the back, really, really dark tinted windows so I could sleep, go to parties and just crash in the driveway somewhere.
Yeah.
After that, I had my mum's old Commodore station wagon. I think it was a BX maybe. And then this
I want to actually skip back a little bit. How did your mum go with a car with no reverse gear? You had to have got done a couple of times where you had to get out and push it backwards.
18 months. She had
that's
my dad
wild.
was like worked for a wrecking yard also, and
So there's
she
not an
drove,
excuse.
There's no excuse, and she drove this car with no reverse. I remember she like got in a fight with like not actual fight, but you know had an argument with a lady at a athletics carnival because this lady was like adamant you have to park here, and she's going I can't because I can't get out, and so we would just always have to get the double car park like in the plaza or whatever. And I remember when she did get the gearbox and we had reverse, she like reversed up and down our street like 7 times.
As
like,
you would.
yes, like go backwards.
Yeah. I think if you haven't done the thing where you've got a dead battery and you've had to park on a hill for a couple of weeks while you're waiting to pay for a battery, you haven't been living. I've done that. You're in your mum's old VX. What sort of prompted the big, because this is a big change going old school. What sort of prompted that?
I always wanted, like I said, like since I was like 8, I wanted one, and it was just a matter of just finding the one, and having the money at the time as well. And then so my mum passed away when I was still at school, so year 11, year 12. A couple of years after that, I just went, she bought me the little yellow one, and I was like, you know, that was the dream, and I went, you know what, I'm just going to do it, like, stuff it. Stop me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But this is a legitimate daily driven car.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
It's cold in winter because I've got no heaters, and it's stifling in summer. And my boss says to me all the time when I come into work in winter, he goes, why don't you just get a nice little car with a heater and air conditioning? I go, what for? We're going to sleep at lunch.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I still, like, every day when I get in it, I still get in it and go, God, I love this car.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yeah. If I gave you unlimited money, unlimited cash, what would you do to this?
I don't know. I'd
Like,
probably
would you go-
buy it a shed to live in.
Shed? Yeah.
Buy it a big block with a big shed to live in. I will probably have to repaint it at some point just because bits of rust sort of coming up here and there. So I'd probably strip it back, but it'd still be yellow, same colour.
But like Rexy motor or
Nah.
fuel injected? None of that? No.
No.
Yeah,
Maybe Weber's something, but a lot of people say to me, oh, why don't you put a Subaru motor in it? And I say, well, if I wanted a Subaru, I would buy a Subaru.
Subaru wagon. Yeah, that's right. That's a Subaru. I'll swap you. I'll put a bed in the back and swap you.
And occasionally, like, it could do with another gear.
Okay.
You really could do with another gear, but like it'll do 100 on a freeway, 110 on a downhill. So it's it does it. The people say, you know, they're slow and they've got no power and all of that, but it really just doesn't bother me because I think that part of it is just you're never really in a hurry in them. Like you don't really want to get there because then you've got to get out of the car, you know. And I just enjoy just cruising.
Love that.
Yeah, no rush. Usually when we go to Byron, I leave like 3 days before everyone else, and I just sort of putt along and
That's mad.
stop on the way, sleep
Stop
in
where
the
you
car. Yeah,
Love that.
take my time. Whereas my sister and her brother and my brother-in-law are just like 8 hours, like no stops.
Yeah. I'd leave at midnight and drive through the night.
Yeah.
And, I get there at 8 in the morning, ready to rock and roll. You're like,
And I'm just like, just
get there when I get
plodding
there.
along. Yeah.
Very
There's probably just a respray maybe, and that's about it.
Very
I don't know.
nice. Unlimited budget. You're keeping this. You've tuned the carbies and given it a respray.
Yeah.
So you've bought yourself the big shed. You've got the Kombi there. What else have you got parked in the big shed?
I would like another one. I've always wanted a splitty, but I think that is just like, I mean, it's unlimited budget. So yeah, sure, I'd probably have another one.
A yellow splitty, yeah, with a white roof.
Yeah. And probably another bike. I don't know what. But I think it's one of each. I reckon. Maybe a ratty splitty. I reckon.
Okay, nice. That's it for this very, very bright, beautiful little Kombi. Sam, thanks for your time.
No worries. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, and as always, if you like what we're doing here at the Grassroots Project, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel to all your mates.